What if I told you that there is a secret force living inside your soul, a hidden masculine and feminine energy that is secretly sabotaging every romantic choice you make? This is the invisible hand guiding you into the same heartbreaking patterns, forcing you to attract the same kind of toxic partner, time and time again, leaving you feeling spiritually drained and alone. It's not your fault, and you are not doomed to repeat this painful cycle. The legendary psychologist Carl Jung discovered a
profound secret about the human psyche, that every woman carries a masculine archetypal image in her unconscious called the animus, and every man a feminine image called the anima. Ignoring this hidden part of yourself is the very reason for your suffering, but understanding and mastering it is the key to shattering those chains forever. Before we dive into this life-changing knowledge, I have a small but important request. An incredible number of people who find healing and guidance in these videos are not yet subscribed to the channel. If this message already resonates deep within you, please take a moment to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. This ensures you won't miss out on future secrets that could transform your life. And if you would, please also give this video a like to help this wisdom reach others who need it. To feel the power of how far these teachings can go, tell me in the comments right now, what city or country are you watching from? Let's see how far Jung's wisdom can travel around the globe. Now prepare yourself, because once you master this powerful knowledge, everything is about to change. Your very energy will shift. Your way of relating to others will be reborn, and you will finally, and inevitably, attract the profound, healing love you truly deserve. The first truth you need to understand is that you have an inner man who has been sabotaging your relationships without you realizing it. Jung explained that the animus is the unconscious masculine part of every woman, formed by all the experiences you have had with male figures since your childhood. Your father, your brothers, your first boyfriends, even the male characters from the movies you watched as a child. They have all contributed to creating this internal image of the masculine. But here's the problem. If your animus is not balanced, if it is loaded with wounds or unrealistic expectations, it becomes your worst enemy in love. It makes you seek out men who confirm your deepest wounds. It leads you to repeat dynamics that you know, but that hurt you, and keeps you trapped in patterns that do not serve you. Think about this. Have you ever noticed that you always end up with the same type of man? Different names, different faces, but the same energy, the same problems, the same disappointments. It's not a coincidence. It's your unhealed animus guiding you toward what is familiar, even if the familiar is painful. Here is a powerful exercise. Close your eyes and think about your father, or the first important male figure in your life. What was he like with you? Was he present or absent? Was he affectionate or cold? Did he make you feel safe, or did he generate anxiety? Now look at the men with whom you have had important relationships. Do you see similar patterns? If your father was emotionally distant, it is likely that you have attracted emotionally unavailable men. If he was controlling, perhaps you have repeated dynamics of control in your relationships. Recognizing these patterns is the first step to freeing yourself from them, because once you understand that your wounded animus is directing you toward what is not right for you, you can begin to consciously change it. And we will talk about that in the next point. How to heal your animus to attract completely different relationships. What most women don't understand is that to change the type of man you attract, you must first heal the relationship with your internal animus. Jung said that everything we do not resolve internally, we project onto our external relationships. If you have a wounded animus, you will continue to project that wound onto every man who comes into your life. The key is to understand that your animus is not just a passive image in your unconscious. It is an active energy that influences your decisions, what you find attractive, what you tolerate, and what you reject. When this energy is contaminated by past wounds, you become a magnet for relationships that confirm those wounds. Has it ever happened to you that you meet a man who is exactly what you said you never wanted, but you still feel attracted to him? That is your wounded animus, recognizing something familiar. Attraction doesn't always come from what is good for us, but from what our unconscious recognizes as known. To heal your animus, you must first make peace with the male figures of your past. This does not mean forgiving toxic behaviors or justifying the harm they may have caused you. It means understanding that those experiences formed your internal image of the masculine, and that you now have the power to rewrite that image. Do this. Write a letter to your father or to the most important male figure of your childhood. It is not a letter you are going to send. It is a letter for you. Tell him everything you need to say, what hurt you, what you needed from him, what you would have liked to be different, but also acknowledge what he did give you, even if it was imperfect. After writing this letter, ask yourself, what masculine qualities do I want to attract into my life now? What would a man who compliments me without hurting me be like? When you consciously begin to heal your animus, something powerful happens. Your energy changes. You no longer vibrate from a place of lack or woundedness, but from a place of completeness, and men feel it. Those who came to take advantage of your vulnerability are no longer attracted to you because they do not find that broken energy they were looking for. Instead, you begin to attract men who are on a higher emotional level. But there is something deeper that happens when your animus becomes balanced. And we will talk about that in the next point. When your internal animus is healed, you stop desperately looking for in a man what only you can give to yourself. Jung spoke of the importance of wholeness, of becoming complete individuals without depending on others to fill our voids. Women with a balanced animus have developed their own internal masculine qualities: strength, determination, the ability to protect themselves, emotional independence, and clarity in their boundaries. This is revolutionary because most women look for in a relationship what they have not developed internally. If you have not cultivated your own inner strength, you will look for a man who is strong for you. If you do not have financial security, you will look for a man who gives you financial security. If you do not know how to protect yourself emotionally, you will look for a man to protect you. But here is the problem. When you look for in others what you do not have internally, you place yourself in a position of dependence. And emotional dependence is the fertile ground for toxic, manipulative, and unbalanced relationships. Have you noticed that the most attractive and magnetic women are not necessarily the most physically beautiful, but those who radiate an energy of completeness? They are women who do not desperately need a relationship to feel complete. They have a full life, their own goals, a healthy relationship with themselves, and precisely because they do not desperately need love, they attract it naturally. Your balanced animus gives you access to qualities that are traditionally considered masculine, but are actually human. The ability to make firm decisions, to set clear boundaries, to pursue your goals without asking for permission, to protect your energy and your peace of mind. When you develop these qualities internally, you no longer desperately seek them in a man. Here is a transformative exercise. Make a list of all the things you expect a man to do for you in a relationship. It could be things like making me feel safe, giving me financial stability, protecting me, making important decisions. Now ask yourself, how can I give this to myself? How can I cultivate my own security, my own stability, my own ability to protect myself? When you start to develop these qualities internally, your energy in relationships changes completely. You no longer come from a place of lack, but from a place of abundance. You are not looking for someone to complete you, because you are already complete. And men feel this difference immediately, but there is an even deeper level of understanding about the animus, and we will talk about that in the next point. The most powerful transformation occurs when you understand that your animus not only influences the type of man you attract, but also how you behave within relationships. Jung explained that when we are not conscious of our internal archetypes, they possess us. An unintegrated animus can cause a woman to behave in ways that sabotage her own relationships. Have you ever noticed that in certain situations you become extremely critical, rational to the point of being cold, or argumentative in a way that you don't feel is really you? That could be your animus taking control. When the animus is unbalanced, it can manifest as a fierce inner critic that you then project onto your partner, or as a tendency to intellectualize feelings instead of feeling them. On the other hand, A healthy animus gives you access to an inner wisdom that allows you to navigate relationships with clarity and strength. It helps you maintain your individuality within the couple, not to lose yourself in the other, to maintain your own goals and dreams while building something together with someone else. Women with an integrated animus do not become diminished versions of themselves when they are in a relationship. They do not abandon their friends, their passions, or their goals to please a man. They maintain their own identity because they have developed the internal strength to sustain themselves as complete individuals within a partnership. Observe your own behavior in your last important relationship. Did you stay true to yourself? Or did you start modifying aspects of your personality to fit what you thought he wanted? Did you continue to pursue your own goals, or did you put them on the back burner? Did you maintain your boundaries, or did you start tolerating things you normally wouldn't accept? A powerful exercise is this. Imagine the most authentic and powerful version of yourself. That woman who is completely faithful to her values, who pursues her dreams without apology, who loves deeply, but never loses her own essence. Now ask yourself, would this version of myself tolerate the relationship I have now? Would this version of myself behave as I am currently behaving? If the answer is no, then you know that your animus needs to be strengthened. You need to develop that inner voice that gives you strength, determination, and clarity to maintain your authenticity even within love. When you achieve this, something magical happens. Instead of losing yourself in relationships, you find yourself more deeply. Instead of love making you smaller, it makes you bigger. And men who are worthwhile are deeply attracted to this energy because they recognize in you a complete woman, not someone who needs to be saved or completed. And this leads us to the most transformative point of all, which we will discuss next. The highest level of animus integration happens when you realize that you no longer need to search for your other half, because you have become a whole orange. Jung spoke of individuation as the supreme process of human development, becoming a complete and integrated person who does not depend on others for their emotional well-being. When you reach this level of integration, your relationship with love changes completely. You no longer approach love from a place of desperation, loneliness, or fear of being alone. You come from a place of abundance, completeness, and a genuine desire to share your life with someone who is at your same level of emotional development. Women who have fully integrated their animus have a magnetic presence that is impossible to ignore. They are not desperately looking for love, but love finds them in surprising ways. They are not willing to accept just any relationship, simply to not be alone. But when they find something authentic, they recognize it immediately. These women have developed what Jung would call the transcendent function, the ability to hold the tension between opposites and create something new. They can be deeply feminine and at the same time incredibly strong. They can love intensely without losing themselves. They can be vulnerable and empowered at the same time. Have you ever wondered why some women seem to naturally attract healthy and satisfying relationships? It is not coincidence, luck, or because they are more physically attractive. It is because they have done the internal work of integrating their animus and now operate from a place of wholeness. When you are internally complete, your energy is different. You don't chase because you don't need to hunt for what you already have internally. You don't beg for love because you already love yourself completely. You don't tolerate disrespect because your internal animus protects you. You don't lose your identity in a relationship because you have a solid connection with yourself. The final and most powerful exercise is this. For the next 30 days, live as if you were already that completely integrated woman. Make decisions from that energy. Set boundaries from that strength. Pursue your goals with that determination. Love yourself from that completeness. Do not be available for just any masculine energy that comes into your life. Be selective because you recognize your own worth. When you start to live from this integrated energy, not only do you change, but you change the type of experiences you attract. The men who approach you are different because you are different. The opportunities that come are different because your energy is different. Your entire emotional reality is transformed because you have transformed the most important relationship of your life, the relationship with yourself. And when a man finally arrives who is at your same level of development, who has also done his own internal work, who also comes from a place of completeness instead of lack, then you can experience something that very few people know. A relationship between two whole beings who choose to share their lives, not out of necessity, but for the pure joy of creating something beautiful together. This is the difference between looking for love and attracting love, between needing a relationship and co-creating a relationship, between losing yourself in the other and finding yourself more deeply through the other. If you have come this far, something is already changing within you. You have begun to understand that the power to transform your love life is not in changing the men you attract, but in transforming the energy from which you attract them. It is not about finding the perfect relationship, but about becoming the woman who naturally attracts healthy relationships. The work with your animus is not something you do once and are done with. It is a continuous process of growth, self-knowledge, and personal development. Every relationship teaches you something new about yourself. Every romantic experience, whether successful or painful, gives you valuable information about which aspects of your animus need more integration. But here is the most beautiful truth of all. When you do this internal work, when you heal and balance your animus, you not only transform your love life, you transform your entire existence. Because the energy of a woman who is complete in herself radiates to all areas of her life. Your relationship with work changes because you no longer seek external validation. Your relationship with friendships changes because you have clear boundaries and you know what kind of energies you want in your life. Your relationship with your goals and dreams changes because you have the internal strength to pursue what you really want. You become that woman that other women admire and ask, what is her secret? And the secret is simple, but profound. You have made peace with all parts of yourself, including your inner masculine side. You have developed your own strength, your own clarity, your own ability to protect yourself and pursue what you want. You are no longer a woman who looks for someone else to complete her, but a complete woman who is open to sharing her completeness with someone who is on her same level. Jung was right when he said that the goal of life is not happiness but wholeness. And when you achieve that wholeness, when you fully integrate your animus, happiness comes as a natural side effect of living from your deepest authenticity. Your challenge from today is to begin this process of integration. Observe your patterns in relationships. Recognize the wounds you keep projecting. Consciously develop the masculine qualities you need to cultivate internally, and above all, commit to loving yourself so completely that you only accept love that measures up to how you treat yourself. You have reached the end of this video, but what you have truly reached is the doorway to your ultimate transformation. The secret of the animus is no longer a mystery, but a spiritual power that is now yours to command. You hold the key to shatter the patterns of the past and manifest a future filled with the love you have only dared to dream of. This is a profound shift, and it has already begun within you. If this sacred knowledge has ignited a fire in your soul, I ask you to become a beacon for others by sharing this video. And if you have not yet done so, please subscribe. An incredible number of viewers who find life-changing value here are not yet part of our community. Hit the subscribe button and the notification bell right now, because the secrets we've shared today are just the beginning, and you do not want to miss the next piece of the puzzle. Now, to seal this transformation and declare your new power to the universe, I want you to do one final powerful thing. Go to the comments section and write this simple, unshakable declaration. My integration has begun. Feel the power in those 4 words. By writing this, you are not just leaving a comment for me. You are sending a ripple through the fabric of reality, announcing that you are no longer the woman who needs to be completed. You are a woman who is becoming whole, powerful, and integrated on her own terms. From this moment forward, the energy you project is different, and so the love you attract will be different. By embracing your animus, you are not just changing your love life. You are stepping into the full, magnificent power of the woman you were always and truly destined to be.